Today, guys, I'm going to be showing you exactly how you can go ahead and join super small servers here inside of the Forge. I'm talking 1 or 2 players, and they usually stay consistent at 1 or 2 players. A bunch of people aren't going to join you, and you're going to have a way better experience mining ores and getting a bunch of loot. And these are going to be the 2 best methods to go ahead and do that here inside of the Forge. Anyways, before I get into this video, if you guys want to be entered in my Game Pass and reroll giveaway, all you guys have to do is leave a like on this video, comment your username down below, and hype the video. Make sure you hype the video, and I will be giving away a bunch of stuff. As you can see, I've already given away some free rerolls, so comment down below what you want after you've done the steps. Anyways, guys, let's get into exactly how you can go ahead and AFK. Now, I will have all the links to everything you need on the website, so let's get into the video. So the very first thing you're going to need to do is head over to Roblox, right? I'm going to show you the link. As you can see, this is the link up here. This is going to take you to the Forgotten Kingdom, because obviously you want to get into a small server in the Forgotten Kingdom. You don't really care too much about getting in the Forgotten server. Obviously, that's like super, that's not the Forgotten Kingdom. So what you can do is you can use this link that I will have on the website, which will take you to this Forgotten Kingdom specifically. Now, the issue with this link, as I'll show you in a second, is if you go ahead and go to your server section and you click ascending on the servers and you click join, you're like, oh, I can join a super small server. Well, the thing is it actually works at first. It says Forgotten Island, Forgotten Kingdom Island 2, and you'll see someone in that server, and then it teleports me out of that server and teleports me back into this main one right here. And that is to prevent you from getting into super small servers so that you can AFK. So I'm going to show you a way to basically bypass this as the very first method to obviously getting into small servers. Now, I do have Pro installed, and I was going to try to just click smallest servers and then let it, make me join like the smallest servers. But again, you pretty much get the exact same problem where it's just going to teleport you into the server like this and then teleport you out. So the method is going to be taking a screenshot really quickly of that guy's username. Now, this method is kind of on and off. So I'm going to open this up. As you can see, I've opened the screenshot up. I just have it on my other monitor. That way I can actually type it in. So then I'm going to type in a Rodney1234 Edmund, which is, I believe, his username. I just put it in experience. Make sure you click people, and then you'll see, yeah, he's in the Forge right now. And as you guys can see, he actually has his joins turned on. So if we click join on him, now we will actually be able to get into the super small server. So as you guys can see, we just joined Forgotten Island Part 2, and boom, we are literally in one of the smallest servers. Now, I actually was trying to do this a bit before I even started recording the video, and I did have it took me a bit to find someone with their joins on. So do note that it can take a bit of time to find someone with their joins on, but it is worth it because look, now we have this server all to ourselves, and I think for the most part, literally nobody is going to join. So we can go mine ores and do a bunch of other stuff. And I'm really happy with this method working. Now, again, I will have the link to the kingdom thing in my website, but then I'll also have the link to Pro if you want to use that as well. But yeah, pretty overpowered in that aspect and that regard. But there is another method. If you have trouble with this one took me around, I believe, 10 attempts to find someone with their joins turned on. But you obviously can get really lucky or really unlucky with it, which is kind of annoying. Now, one thing to note is your friends can still join you. So if you want to basically fill your server up with friends and AFK grind, that is what I would recommend. But yeah, we are in a super small server right now, which is kind of overpowered. I'm not going to lie. So I'm going to probably fill up the server like this with my friends. And then eventually when this guy leaves, we can all be grinding together and no one else is going to bother us and troll us, which is really nice. Now, the next method, which is a little bit more unconventional, I'm going to be completely honest with you. Basically, you're going to want to sit in a server for a long time because the longer you sit in a server, it's not going to really be populated as much. And you want to make sure that your friends don't, that you have a bunch of friends in the server. Now, as people leave the server, you're going to replace those people with your own friends and then basically leave your friends in the server and you'll basically all have the server to yourself, which like I said before, isn't the best, most conventional thing ever, mainly just because, I mean, that's going to take a bit of time and it's going to take you a while to complete, but you can definitely do it. Now, if you guys want me to show you really quickly again, how the method works for joining the super small servers, what you're going to want to do again is head over to Google, use the link that I have in the description. So this will be the link for the Forge Kingdom. Then you're basically going to want to select the servers by ascending, and then you're going to want to join one of these people. Now, again, when you first join, it's going to try to kick you really quickly. So really quickly, you need to click on that person's user and take a screenshot like I did the first time I joined. Then you're going to want to basically sift through people until you find someone that has their joins turned on after you searched on Roblox. And then boom, we will literally be in a super duper small server, which is genuinely really overpowered, especially for farming items and doing a bunch of stuff. Another quick thing to note about doing this method, like I said, is it can take you a bit of time to do. Now, another thing really quickly that I need to mention before I go any further with the video is if you don't have the correct privacy settings enabled, this is going to be pretty hard for you to do. So make sure in your security, make sure your privacy settings are basically set where you can join people. I don't know which one it actually is. This is experience chat, but where you can actually join people, because I know there's a bunch of new settings after like the controversy with Roblox and their like child safety issues. So yeah, make sure you have those enabled. That is is very, very important. Whatever the setting is, I don't know exactly what setting it is, but again, just please make sure you have it enabled or the method isn't really going to work that well. But look, still no one's joined. I'm going to play for a couple minutes to make sure that obviously no one's going to join. But look, there's no one in this server. So let's see what rare loot items we can find, honestly. Let's just take a look. So I know we'll probably be able to find some pretty good stuff. Oh, there's a bomber. There's a bomber. All right, boom, got rid of him. And let's just slice this kid open. There we go. Boom. All right. So let's see what we can find in the server. It's still, again, we're still all by ourselves in the server. No one has joined. Kind of overpowered, I'm not gonna lie. Boom. Looks like we're pretty clear, honestly. Doesn't look like there's too much stuff. The server looks decent, but not, obviously super insane. But as you mine, especially, okay, this is one of the main reasons why I wanted to kind of point this method out. All right. So I know there's spots that people like to AFK, but obviously if you're in a server with a bunch of people, it's going to be a nightmare to join it. So, or a nightmare to farm. So like this right here, I know a lot of people would farm this. This was an old farming spot because you could hit both of them at the same time and people would just kind of sit here and AFK. But let me find the other spot that most people use as well, because this is going to really help you AFK mine these spots. The basalt vein. Yeah, this is the stuff that people would sit and mine. And look, there's nobody here. There's nobody here mining this. You guys can have this all to yourself. Literally all to yourself. It's kind of insane, actually. I was surprised that I got it on the first try when I was recording the video, because before I was recording the video, it wasn't really working. But yeah, now you can literally sit here and do all of this mining completely uninterrupted, because again, there's one person in the server. This guy probably has literally no clue what he's doing. So boom, we just got some legendary mithril. Yeah, this is a crazy OP method. I'm not gonna lie to you. So yeah, if you guys did enjoy this video though at all, please make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe. We are on the road to 20,000 subscribers, so it would help out a ton if you guys did subscribe. Anyways, that is pretty much it, and I'll see you